Last hour, Tottenham fans can breathe a sigh of relief at Fabrizio Romano's Mohammed Kudus update. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Fabrizio Romano has delivered a major twist in the Mohammed Kudus saga, with the transfer expert claiming the West Ham United forward is only interested in a move to Tottenham Hotspur this summer. The Lilywhites submitted 2 bids for Kudus last week, which were rejected by the Hammers, as Spurs failed to meet the East London side's £65 million valuation for the winger. Tottenham then bid £62.5 million for Kudus on Sunday, but their third offer was also sent back because West Ham didn't like the unrealistic £12.5 million in add-on payments. Spurs handed Mohammed Kudus boost by Fabrizio Romano. Despite interest from elsewhere, Fabrizio Romano has now handed Spurs a major boost, revealing Kudus' stance this summer. The transfer expert has claimed that Kudus is said not to be talking to any other club at this stage, as he only wants a Tottenham move. It is understood that Kudus' clear intention is to join Tottenham, and that he has already said yes to Spurs' project, with club-to-club talks with West Ham expected to continue soon. His tweet reads, "Understand Mohammed Kudus is not talking to any other club at this stage. He wants Tottenham move. Kudus already said yes to Spurs project and club-to-club talks with West Ham will continue soon. Clear intention is to join Spurs." Sky Sports Germany journalist Florian Plettenberg confirms the information and claims that Spurs are pushing hard to finalise the signing of the Ghanaian player. According to the journalist, negotiations between Tottenham and West Ham are still ongoing and a deal is still on. Kudus himself is said to be very open to a move to Spurs, as his agency Roof is leading the negotiations. Tottenham fans have been left delighted with several reports that claim Kudus is prioritising a move to N17, with many urging Daniel Levy to get a deal done. Spurs have made an offer of £50 million and £5 million in add-ons, but West Ham have been left unimpressed with that bid. Tottenham, though, would need to act swiftly if they are to secure the signing of Kudus, who has an £85 million release clause that is active for clubs in the Premier League, as Chelsea, Manchester United and even Arsenal are also keeping tabs on Kudus. Spurs' pursuit of Mohammed Kudus from London rivals West Ham could massively improve their ranks ahead of their Champions League campaign, but if they get a deal done, their hard work shouldn't stop there with the addition of a further top-class attacker to give new boss Thomas Frank a huge helping hand. Dusan Vlahovic would be an astute addition alongside Kudus. The Serbian has been touted with a move away for quite some time. Vlahovic has been one of Serie A's top strikers for a number of years, bursting onto the scene as a 19-year-old with Fiorentina to score 6 in his first full season at La Viola, before blossoming and scoring 38 goals in just 68 games for the club over 2 Serie A seasons. That prompted a move to Juventus for a huge fee and £315,000 per week wage, becoming their first choice star, and his first 2.5 seasons bore 33 goals in just 75 games, becoming a solid acquisition in Turin. However, the club's failure to keep themselves as a dominant force in the top flight means that Vlahovic is now ready to move on, owing to his huge wages, and Tottenham would be the ideal move for him. Dominic Solanke is the club's only out-and-out striker. Vlahovic should be brought in as competition for the English star, and that would see the Serbian finally get his chance at the age of 25 to shine in the Premier League. Vlahovic would come on the cheap to Spurs. The Serbian wants out of Juventus, and the feeling is mutual. This isn't just a shot in the dark. Vlahovic was touted for a move to Tottenham at the turn of Sunday morning, with the club having been spoken to about a move for the former Partizan Belgrade signing. He is free to leave Juventus, who are actively trying to sell Vlahovic, and he will be available for as little as £13 million, with their asking price being slashed in half, making a move to the Premier League much easier. Kudus' creativity and dribbling, mixed with Vlahovic's incisive nature and clinical edge, means that he should be the next player for Levy to be banging the door down for after their Champions League qualification. Tottenham eyeing move to sign one of the most sought-after talents. Spurs could spring a real surprise in the transfer window this season, according to reports, with a move for Atalanta defender Rios Scalvini potentially in the offing, as the club look to strengthen their ranks at the back ahead of a Champions League push. The Atalanta defender has suitors across the continent. The report by Court Offside states that Tottenham are among the clubs showing an interest in Atalanta star Scalvini, despite Newcastle United reportedly making him their top defensive target after becoming joined by other clubs in the race for Crystal Palace captain Mark Guehi. Sources from Court Offside believe that Scalvini could be available for around £50 million this summer, despite the Newcastle report stating that the Italian could cost just £30 million after an injury-laden season, as he is one of the most sought-after talents in Europe, per the report. Nonetheless, a number of top clubs have been put on red alert even at the higher price bracket, given Scalvini's young age and potential, having made almost 100 Serie A appearances already by the age of just 21, and Tottenham are in the race. They are keen to bring Scalvini to the club next summer, though other English clubs, as well as those in the Serie A, are also interested. It's anticipated that clubs could step up their efforts to sign him soon in order to enter dialogue with the youngster and Atalanta. A new boss, Thomas Frank, could strengthen his backline with a move for the Italy international. Tottenham already have Christian Romero and Mickey van der Ven as their first choice options, with Kevin Danso and Radu Dragusin as backup. But Romero has been linked with moves away from North London this summer, and if he departs, Scalvini could be an incredible long-term option to bring in for their upcoming campaign, having won the Europa League himself last season and featuring once in the Champions League before his injuries. Premier League teams Tottenham, Manchester United, Nottingham Forest, Fulham, Wolves and West Ham continue to view Colombian midfielder Richard Rios as a potential signing. Sources close to the player's situation have informed the Boy Hotspur that other major European clubs, including Napoli, PSG, Milan and Roma, are also closely monitoring Rios. The £85 million release clause set by Palmeiras is considered one of the biggest obstacles to the transfer. However, clubs are looking to negotiate a lower fee rather than pay the full amount. Tottenham view Rios as a potential replacement for Yves Bissouma. The club's transfer department has assigned scouts to monitor his performances during the Club World Cup and may make a move depending on his displays in the tournament. Manchester United and Nottingham Forest are also among the clubs keeping a close watch on the 25-year-old midfielder. Tottenham could use a quality central midfielder this summer, and the Colombian could prove to be an excellent addition. He would add creativity, drive and physicality in the middle of the park. He has proven himself to be a high-quality performer for both club and country, with the physical and technical attributes to make the step up to the Premier League. He could be an important player for Tottenham if they manage to get the deal done. He scored 4 goals and 4 assists this season. Spurs need to strengthen their squad this summer if they want to perform well in the Premier League. They finished in the bottom half of the table last season and will be desperate to bounce back. Having secured Champions League qualification after winning the Europa League, they should be an attractive destination for players. The opportunity to join them will be quite exciting for the South American. He is entering the peak years of his career, and joining a top Premier League club would be ideal for him. It will be interesting to see if he can hit the ground running. That wraps up today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with all things Tottenham, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for our latest content. Be sure to give this video a like and share it with fellow Spurs supporters. Let's grow the Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for tuning in. And as ever, come on you Spurs.